Hi guys, Joe Mendoza here in sunny San Diego. How are you today? Well, thanks for watching my show. Well guys, today we're going to be talking about leverage. What is leverage? Guys, so let's check this out. Leverage is something very important you must know. But first, you must understand this. This concept is not new. It's been around a long time. One of my favorites actually shared this powerful information, this thought, this concept long time ago when I read this book. Yes, this book here, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, taught me a lot about leverage and running big time with it. But first, guys, let's understand a few things before we get into leverage, okay? So this is what we call the cash flow quadrant, all right? Robert Kiyosaki was the one who popularized that phrase or that term, whatever. Basically, it goes like this. Some of you may have seen this, but quiz. Man, there's so many people I ask this question, and for whatever reason, they just don't know, or they forget, or they don't fully understand, or more importantly, they don't even implement. Okay, so let's go over this together. Number one, what is E? Employee. Okay, most people, 90+% of the people out there are employees. Okay, you work 9 to 5, you work for a company, you work for a person, you work for whatever, but you're not really in business for yourself. You're working for somebody else. What's S? Self-employed. You're a realtor. You're a fix and flipper. You're an attorney, a doctor, a dentist. Those could be considered self-employed, provided they're not working at a hospital. If they're working at a hospital, they're an employee. But if they have their private practice, then they're self-employed, right? Now let's go to the other side. What are these? B is business owner. Business owner or business, right? What's I? Investor. Okay, so now we're going to start getting into leverage. All right, so check this out, guys. What's really common between the E and S quadrant? They trade time for dollars. Time for dollars. More time, E, you might get overtime, or if you're part-time, you get more hours, you can make more money. S, you work so much harder in the day, like realtors, they work hard, they get paid, right? They work harder, they get paid more money. Flippers, fix and flippers, same thing. Guys, some of these people lose the concept, right? They become a fix and flipper, hoping to make a lot of money. They do, but you know the biggest problem here is they're trading time for dollars. How much more time in a day? Not many. There's only 24 hours in a day. Some people sleep 8 hours, 4 hours, sometimes 3 like myself. Yes, I do that. But there's only so much time in a day. You're trading time for dollars, time for dollars. You're not leveraging, and that's a problem. I know a lot of people right here, realtors, investors, fix and flippers. I don't actually even call them investors because they're still dependent on themselves. They still haven't built a team. They haven't hired a VA. They haven't hired an assistant. They're all on them. Okay, so I just gave you a couple clues there. So let's move over here. The B and the I. The B and I quadrant. Okay, well that, my friends, is leverage. Leverage. When you get into the B quadrant, you got to think about it, guys. B quadrant, what are they leveraging? They're leveraging other people's time, other people's talents, other people's resources, other people's money, which sometimes even goes here in investor, all right? But they're leveraging OPM, other people's money, OPT, other people's time, other people's resources. So you gotta figure out which of the quadrant you should spend most of your time in. In the beginning, sure, you're younger, you're just getting out of high school, getting out of college. Well, of course, try and figure it out. You have not that many skills yet, and so you cannot go here. You will make a lot of mistakes. I promise you, if you haven't had the life experience, if you didn't get the proper education, if you don't have the right mentor or coach, and you go into here right away, chances are you're going to screw yourself. And I mean that sincerely. How do I know? Okay. I made my learning lessons. Some people call them mistakes, but they were learning lessons. As long as I learned from them and did something about it, and so can you. Okay. So when you're younger, yeah, typically this is all you know. You know how to trade time for money, time for money, time for money. Okay. Again, there's only 24 hours in the day, but sooner than later, hopefully, when you get older, more mature, more experienced, better resumes, better knowledge, now you shift over to here, the BI quadrant. You become a business owner, you work for yourself, or you become an investor where you start leveraging your money. You put it into a stock account, a mutual fund, real estate. Oh yeah, baby, real estate. Yeah, well, you don't know yet. Okay, you're still trying to learn the game. We'll get into a syndication. Go to a TIC, right? A tenant in common investment. Do other kind of investments if you don't know how. You're still learning, but start to partner up with different people that know how, but do your due diligence and learn. Okay, so what is leverage? Leverage is leveraging other people, leveraging money, leveraging your time, and get into this quadrant. Because guys, if you stay here, you're pretty much chasing your tail. There really is no end to it. Okay, and I mean that. And what Robert Kiyosaki calls, you're in the rat race. The rat race. So you got to get out of the rat race as quick as you can. Play the cash flow game, right? That game that's out there, very, very popular. I played it, and with a good understanding, I got out of the rat race really, really quick. Okay? And then you want to get into the BI quadrant right away. There's nothing wrong, guys. There's nothing wrong with any of these. And I don't want you to think that that's my message, because it isn't. Because I am an employee, believe it or not, of my corporation. Yes, you could be an employee of your corporation, and guess what? Now you got some tax advantages, what have you, but pure disclaimer, I'm not practicing legal taxes, anything like that. That's not my profession, okay? I just want to basically share that there's nothing wrong with this. Leverage, 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 leverage it to your advantage, okay? Partner up, mentor with somebody who knows better than you, all right? Get that ego out of the way, and then you'll slowly move into there, or very, very quickly move into there, depending how ambitious you are, depending how much time you had, depending what resources, etc. But never, ever, ever use an excuse, guys, all right? My name is Joe Mendoza here in sunny San Diego. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying this. I hope you're subscribing. I hope you're sharing with a friend. My intention is you go out there and share this information. This is information, folks, that took me a long time to learn. I studied with a lot of people. I read so many different books. I've mentored and trained with other coaches and mentors, and I'm still learning today. Because the more you learn, the more you earn, the more you implement. Okay? Thanks again. Take care. Have an incredible day, and God bless. Bye-bye.